Hey everyone, welcome to the final session of Free League Showcase Day 2. This time we are playing Mörk Borg. And if you haven't checked out Mörk Borg, I'm going to tell you, you should definitely check it out. It's post-apocalyptic death fantasy. It's black. It is metal. It is pretty much everything that you can assume that the cover would look like. That's what this game is. It's just OSR D20. It's an amazing game, amazing book. There's no question as to why it won so many Ennies there a couple months ago. So if you're a store, stock it. If you are a fan of these types of games, go check it out and pick it up and ask your friend in the local game store to stock it, because I think it's going to be a very popular title in 2020. So, and it already is. So, joining us for this actual play, and I actually get to play in this one for a change. I'm not going to be behind the scenes like the others. This is a simulcast between Free League and Victory Condition Gaming. We have an amazing cast, and I'm excited to introduce them. Joining me is Katie, Emily, and Ben as players. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And our game master for this session, I think, is Josh Melville from Halloweenville on YouTube. Josh, that is very creepy and very...
I didn't want an actual mask to, ruin my voice, so I decided to throw on, something a little digital, and that's fitting to the story. So,
all right. Well, so this is a scenario that you've written yourself personally.
Yes.
It is called Cannibal Carnage.
Yes.
This does not sound it does not sound ominous at all.
Oh no, it's totally a cakewalk, guys. You've probably been through one of these scenarios before.
Nice. Well, I appreciate everyone that's coming on and that is part of the session. Thank you, everyone that is tuned in. If you're a fan of Mörk Borg, please hit that like button down below, and of course, hit that subscribe button. We just want to do more and more content here on the Free League YouTube channel. All right. Now I'm just going to hand it over. I will keep an eye on the chat as much as possible, so feel free to put that. Feel free to leave comments. I'll try to put some of them up on screen, and we'll just hand everything over to Josh now. Josh, take it away. You're the GM.
All right. Welcome, boys and ghouls, to a wonderful play session of Mörk Borg. Today's session will be taking these adventurers out into the dark depths of deep forests and underground chambers of horror. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. Your master, Bellum, a well-known stitcher in the community. A stitcher, for those who don't know, is someone who is specialized in the art of making flesh golems. Every stitcher has their own unique book of flesh, bound in human skin, and of course written in blood. What else would you use? Anyway, it has been stolen by a band of thieving cannibals, and he tasks you with retrieving it for him. And he sends you out with only a box and a key that unlocks the box. As you set out on this dark, gray, desolate land, crossing flat, blackened plains, through dark, gray forests, you come upon an eerily quiet cemetery. The headstones are sparse, some are cracked and broken. In the center of the cemetery, there is a tree. Upon getting closer, you notice that this tree is made up of corpses. This, you assume, is the entrance, but how do you get in? As you stare at the tree, its bark, the skin of its victims, In the center of the tree is a female corpse. Her chest exposed, her dried organs withered away. What do you do?
Look at this. What? Wow. Have you ever seen anything quite like this, Thurg?
It's not really what I'm used to. It's how about you, Torval?
No, but maybe we burn it down. We could burn it down. We should burn it down.
What if we give her a little tickle? Perhaps she'll open up for us.
Mm.
I'm gonna go over to the corpse and look at the dried innards and kind of take. I've got a mangled left hand that's missing a thumb and forefinger, and I kind of use it as like a claw, and I kind of grab it and what is this?
Oh.
So you stick your hand inside the empty chest cavity of shriveled organs.
Yes.
Wonderful. As you do so, the organs kind of flop about. Maybe the lung breaks off of its bronchial tube and kind of hits the bottom of the chest cavity. You'll notice that all of the organs except for one are there. Who's carrying the box and who's carrying the key?
You probably shouldn't trust me with such things.
I, of course, will carry the box because I am the most trustworthy of this team of hooligans. Yeah.
Okay. So, Nagal, you begin to hear a thudding noise coming from the box.
Ooh. Naga, what is in there? Tell us what's in there.
3 silver, it's a heart. 3 silver, it's a heart. I bet you.
I'll take that bet.
Terrible bet.
Torval knows what's going on. I bet it's a fish. It's a fish.
A fish.
Maybe
Who has
he's
the
drunk.
key? Let's open it. Let's open it.
I'm gonna just like shake it around and
Break the fish.
Torval will have the key. Stop, Nigel. You'll damage it.
I'll hold the box up to Torval.
Okay.
Lock it.
Okay. You unlock it, and the thudding gets a little bit stronger.
Oh, it might be a fish. Oh no.
I told you it was a fish.
Oh no.
It's not a fish.
Torval, you've betrayed me once again.
Well,
I assume you open the box at this point.
yes.
It is a beating heart.
That's what I said it was the whole time.
Yahtzee.
With
Limit.
with every beat, it's continuously squirting like an endless supply of blood.
I'm gonna reach in with my claw hand and just kind of poke it because I seem to like to do that.
It kind of skips.
Put it in the chest. Or let me have a taste. And I lick my large protruding teeth. Like, come on. Just a little taste.
No. Torval will pick it up and go over to the woman and put the heart up in
Boring.
where it belongs. It's obvious that this is where this goes.
Okay. So as you do that, the heart kind of begins to root into the chest cavity itself, and you see it kind of come to life, and all the veins and nerve endings kind of create webs, and you see the lungs kind of fill up and reattach, and slowly her chest cavity begins to close, and it seals itself up. the roots at the base of the tree begin to slowly move and untangle, revealing a shaft below, if you will, that leads to another chamber with dim, flickering light.
Thurg, I knew that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah. Nice.
you owe me 3 silver.
No. No. Double or nothing. Double or
Okay.
nothing.
Okay.
All right.
Excellent. What do you do now? Do you descend? Poke your head
Yes.
in?
Yes.
Thurg will take a few steps down.
Are
there-
there any? Is there anything that I can see like leading down? Are there any insects or anything that that are crawling into the?
There's a few insects from the outside, wanting to make its way in. It's hard to see the floor from up here. It's a straight drop. Looks like it's probably roughly 10 feet or so.
It looks like my friends are showing us the way. That's what they told me. They just told me to go there.
Oh. Are there rocks by my feet? Like fist-sized rocks?
Sure.
I'll pick up a couple for my good old sling that I have. Then let's go follow your little friends.
All right. Thurg, you jump down
Yes.
into the hole, and as you land, you hear this massive crunch underneath your feet.
Ah, my ankle. Oh, is it my ankle?
No, it's not your ankle.
Oh, it's usually my ankle.
But there's this kind of stench, this insect-like stench that comes up and hits your nose, very much like the giant insects that kind of consume the corpses of cemeteries. To your left, Thurg, you'll see a sarcophagus with several candles kind of slowly burning, melted on top of it. And to your right is another sarcophagus. As the rest of you come down, you'll notice the crunch underneath your feet. Nagal, I assume you have some sort of rapport with insects?
I hear their songs. Yes.
Oh, wonderful. So you will actually hear their screams as everybody kind of crunches down on them. No, not me.
What? Be careful of my friends.
Straight
So
in.
I'm clumsy. Do I fall?
Let's ask the dice.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. You
yeah.
you land whap right on the ground.
Did you see that? I'll stand up and brush all the dead bugs off of me, making firm eye contact with Nagel. Nagel?
Nagel.
Nagel.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Torval's going to start picking up the dead bugs and putting them in a bag. These will make fine specimens for future concoctions.
Here, have this one.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Before you all is a altar, and the altar has some sigils carved into it, which once the blood is drained into it, will follow a channel and seems to go into the altar itself. There is fresh blood dripping off the edges. The walls of this room are lined with skulls. All of them seem to be grinning and laughing at you. Their eye sockets dripping with a black ooze that hits the floor with a plop. Just behind the altar is a door.
I bet we go this way.
You want to test the door, see if it opens.
Okay.
Sure.
Who's approaching the door?
Wemmet will approach the door.
Wemmet, as you get closer to the altar, before you can make your way around, there is a figure that kind of pops up from the backside of it, and it's this poor mutilated corpse that's just looks like it's been half eaten, destroyed. Its intestines and stomach are hanging on the outside. Its flesh is exposed. There's no skin left, and it slowly begins to get up off the floor and hobble towards you, or shuffle, if you will.
It's still kicking.
You should burn it. Yes.
Kill it with fire.
Kill it with fire. Only fire.
I only have teeth.
Let me consult it with my friends. And I'm going to scoop down and pick up a handful of insects and put them up close to my ear.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And I'm just going to get lost in thought for a little while.
I'm going to skitter backwards. This thing can't grab onto me with its gross, skinless hands.
It reaches for you as you back up, and you can see that just bits of its flesh are just plopping off onto the floor and mixing in this dark ooze that's dripping out of the eye sockets of the skulls on the wall.
No! Burn it! You said burn it, burn it!
Well, I would, but I don't have anything here. Maybe.
Wait, they're still talking to me.
It takes another step closer.
Thurg, help!
Its mouth opens.
My mouth opens.
Well, hey, how you doing? Hey.
So do the insects actually tell me anything? Because I can actually I can understand the song. I can actually understand them.
Sure. They tell you to go back from the way you came. There's too much danger down here.
I don't think we can do that.
No fire! We attack! And I'm going to draw my battle axe.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm going to try and hack a piece out of this guy.
Ooh, please do.
Okay. This is the first roll of the session. You want to talk through how I'm going to do this noise?
All right. So you are going to roll a d20 to hit.
And this is plus my strength, correct?
Plus your strength.
Correct.
Modifier, yep.
Ooh, I rolled a 2 for a grand total of 4.
You are so terrified that you miss.
That makes sense.
You swing, and who's standing next to you? I believe that is Torval.
That makes
Sure.
sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, she kind of bludgeons you with the butt of her axe by just this wild swing, and kind of knocks you backwards. Take 1 point of damage as you are kind of smashed into the wall.
Your axe.
It moved. I'll try again.
This creature's right kind of in front of your face.
Okay.
We might. So while Nagal is talking to the bugs, you said you're going to swing again. Thurg, what are you doing? Enjoying the show?
I'm going to turn to one of the skulls on the wall and look for a tooth that I can pull out.
Excellent. That's totally doable.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this blackened bag from my waistband and drop the tooth in, and inside there's some rattling, and see if I can get any bonuses, which I do not, due to my bag of wizard teeth. And then I will unshoulder my warhammer and turn to join the fight.
Okay. I'll give you one last chance before this thing tries to eat your face.
I rolled a total of 19.
19. Now that is going to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. I have a D8 for this weapon, so...
Wonderful.
That's a good weapon.
I know, right? Battle axe for the win. And I rolled a 1.
Excellent. You
Yep.
just make it that much more mad.
Yeah, this It's good.
Okay. It after you hit it, you kind of knock it back for a second, and then it just lunges for your face. So now you have to roll defense roll. So roll a d20.
Okay. And this is plus my agility, correct?
Yes.
All right, I've got a total of 16.
16. Just enough. Wow. Excellent. You get out of the way as this thing just, its jaws right in front of your face, clamp down. The smell of what comes out of this thing is just horrendous. That decay and that death. You've been around it before, but this is something even worse.
Yeah. Does anybody have anything else they want to do before I get grossed out?
Yeah, who would like to go next?
I'm just going to gently put down my insect friends
Mhm.
and then pounce on this corpse and try to bite its neck.
Wonderful. Okay.
So much biting.
Go ahead and roll a d20, Doug, and add your strength.
That is a 15.
A 15. Yes, that'll hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
And that means that I get to do a D10, a D4. That's a three damage.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, you take a huge chunk out of this, and you get a huge bite, and the bite that you take begins to kind of wiggle and move in your mouth, and you hear, "Don't swallow us! Don't swallow us!"
So I'm going to spit it out, and I'll probably hit Thurg with it.
Okay, you spit it in Thurg's direction.
Yeah.
Okay, and it misses. But Thurg, you see it hit the ground below your feet, and you see that there's these rather large maggots just curling in it and just wiggling around, and it looks almost like the flesh itself is moving.
As I see that, I will make sure I move to step on it as I move towards the corpse that is attacking my friends.
Nagal, you'll hear the screams of the maggots.
No, what are you doing?
As they are squished and become a nice fine pate. Now I'm hungry. All right, so you're Thurg, you're going to move forward and go ahead and take a swing at it.
I will. I'll swing my warhammer at this thing. I'll try to crush part of its exposed body. I have a 5.
Oh, poor Douglas. Why did you jump on its back?
So I wanted to take it out. I wanted to protect Wiemut.
You swing, you whiff it, and you hit Wiemut. Wiemut, you take 1 bludgeoning damage as it's a hammer, right? Warhammer?
Warhammer, yeah.
Yeah, it just comes and it kind of thuds you in the chest and knocks you back. You kind of stumble back, and your lower back hits the corner of the sarcophagus, and it's extremely painful.
Why?
I had to show Nagel how it goes, and then I'll use my bite attack as well to reach down and bite this thing.
Okay.
Are we all Fang deserters?
We might be.
I know I am.
Fantastic. I got a 15.
15. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it.
All right. And 1 damage.
Excellent. So glad I didn't throw 2 of these at you. So it's going to turn to Torval with Nagel. I assume you're still kind of hanging on its back. It's got Thurg attached to it.
That's how it's done.
Do you spit the flesh out, or are you swallowing?
I will swallow
Excellent.
because this seems like a bad idea, and maybe a way to get a non-Fang deserter into the party.
Yeah.
That's a hefty no thank you.
Excellent. We'll find out what happens later. Torval, I'm going to give you a chance to react to this thing who is overpowering these two characters. I mean,
Yeah.
been knocked out.
I'm gonna cult herb master, so you know I'm very useful in this fight. So I have my femur that I'm gonna clutch and try to hit it
Yeah, absolutely.
with my -2. 15.
15 will do it. Go ahead and roll your damage.
D4. 1.
Excellent. Everyone is rolling so well tonight.
Back.
Okay. You're backing up.
I'm telling it to get back with my
as you're hitting it.
femur.
Okay. And it just opens its jaw wide and it is going to attempt to eat your face. So go ahead and roll defense.
Defense. Okay. 15.
All right. Excellent. You managed to avoid its attack, kind of swing out of the way as its jaw just launches out at you. Nagal? Actually, let's let Wema rebound.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I was pushed back a step and I hurt. So I'm gonna come back with my battle axe, grab it with 2 hands, scream a high-pitched giggle, and just come down at it again. See if that works this time.
Excellent.
I got 17 to hit.
Ooh, yes. Go ahead and roll that beautiful damage.
I rolled 2.
2's enough to actually finish this thing off.
Okay.
It crumples to the ground and just this pile of bone and mush. And now you guys are standing there.
Thurg, what the hell?
I was hungry.
No, I gesture to my thoroughly bruised self. Here, and then back here.
Hold
And
on.
now.
I was betting you'd get out of the way. I guess I lost that bet.
And your axe gestures to shoulder. Any explanations here?
Me?
Yes.
I just bumped you with the back. You're fine.
Just bumped.
Just a tiny bump.
No.
Let's
It
go for
hurts.
the door.
Okay. So you're going to go over to the door. As you do, you notice there's no door handle, no kind of mechanism that unlocks this. And as you're kind of looking this over, you notice that the wood grain isn't exactly wood grain. It's more fleshy. It's very, well, it resembles kind of muscle tissue. And it's very fibrous, so it's got the grain that kind of runs up and down, and it looks like there is sinew that's kind of holding the door together itself.
I don't know how to open a door that doesn't have a door handle. But, Thurg, I bet we're going to get through. This is the double or nothing. And I heft my axe.
I'm stepping back.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack the door.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. 13.
13. Excellent. You can definitely hit a door with a 13.
Awesome.
No problems. It actually begins to bleed, and the blood, it just shoots right out at you in your face, and it covers your anyone that's within range is going to get covered in this stuff, and it just continuously, very much a scene out of Evil Dead where it just continuously flows.
I'm just gonna keep laughing and keep hacking as I'm being showered with this horrific stench of blood.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. What is everyone else doing as she's maniacally going at this fleshy door?
Can I examine you said there was a table that had blood
Altar,
all over it,
yep.
right? Yeah, the altar. Can I like examine the altar
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
anything?
Sure. You give it a good look over. And you notice that the sigil that's carved into the top is a death sigil. And you can run your fingers over the grooves if you wish to trace the sigil, but you notice that it leads into a channel that goes down into the altar itself. Probably assume there's either something below the altar, or this blood's got to go somewhere, so it could be inside the altar itself. And as you're looking at it, you begin to hear screams and cries come from somewhere within the room.
Nagel, can you send some of your buggy friends down this hole and have them report back?
Okay. I'll scoop a few up and then go over to the altar and just kind of
start funneling them in.
Yeah. And I'll
Okay. So, yeah, your bugs are persistent to resist this. They do not want to go down here. But we'll say a couple get down there, and as Wima is hacking away at this fleshy door, she starts to begin to make progress and slowly begins to kind of chew a hole through this. You will notice that the door itself kind of fluctuates and almost appears to heal itself, but not as fast as you can hack at it. Thurg, what are you doing?
Standing there, getting sprayed with the blood.
Wonderful.
Yes!
Torval, are you still inspecting, or are you just waiting for the bugs to come back?
I'm waiting for the bugs to come back now.
Okay. Are you avoiding the blood that's being sprayed to some degree?
To some degree, but also trying to catch a sample of it for my portable lab that I have. Because
so while you're waiting for the bugs, you're like, okay,
yeah,
excellent. All right. So the screams kind of get a little bit louder. There's a lot of banging coming from those sarcophaguses, and you kind of feel the pressure as you break through to the other side, and you have a small hole big enough for you to jump through, if you would like to do that.
Oh yeah, I'm stupid. I would totally jump through there.
Okay, so you're going to barrel head first in.
Oh.
Excellent. So I'll come back to you, Nagal. Your bugs come back and yeah, you don't want to go in there. Don't go in there. It's worse in there than it is out here. It's big. It's big. Whatever it is, it's big. We've never seen anything like it before. Ah!
There's something big down there. We shouldn't probably go down there.
Everything is big to bugs.
Thank you. And I'm going to gently put them back down on the ground.
Okay. So you all kind of notice that Wimmet kind of barrels through the door. The blood's still squirting. However, the flesh in the door is healing.
Okay.
It's slowly pulsating and growing back together.
Am I alive?
You are you are alive on the other side, and I'll come back to you in just a moment.
That's fair.
I will look at Nagel and say, "Into the garbage chute, fly boy."
Yeah, love it.
All right, I will go over to the door and try to push my way through the opening that's trying to heal.
Yep.
And as he walks by, I go, "Fly, because you talk to bugs."
Torval's
Excellent.
laughing.
Nagala, you squeeze through the opening is getting smaller.
Yeah. What's over here?
You guys are about to find out. just trying to see what Torval and Thurger are doing on this side of the fence.
Torval run through, or like hurry on through the hole.
Okay.
Probably clamber, you know.
And I will
Not graceful.
follow as well.
Okay. Excellent. Let's see if Thurg gets stuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of collapses in around your waist as you get partially way through. Your rear end's back in the other room. Your head's sticking out. So let me tell you guys, since you're mostly in the room, what you guys see. So this room is
scenario.
Yeah, exactly. But Rabbit's not on the other side making a bench out of his tush. Or a shelf. I think it was a shelf. So this room is very cold. It's so cold that you all can see your breath. The walls almost seem to shiver from the temperature of it being so low. The walls and the floor itself seem to be made out of hardened muscle tissue. From the ceiling hang hundreds of chains with large hooks. Several mutilated corpses hang from these hooks. Piles of body parts and skinned bodies lay scattered throughout the room. And there is no other exit except for the door which you came through.
I'm holding it open. It's fine.
Can you breathe?
You're gonna get snapped in half.
Oh.
You could like cut him in half and save him the time.
Less suffering.
I'm going to like run my hand along the walls just to see like if there's anything that like I can. I don't know. Seems like I'm just.
You're just kind of feeling up the walls?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You run your hand over this hardened surface, and you can trace the lines of the muscle tissue itself. It kind of trembles very steadily, just like as if to
Had the chills.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
What's
the
weird?
The change from the ceiling had this wonderful kind of swaying back and forth. And they kind of give every now and then they kind of clang together into each other.
The walls just kind of shivered. It's kind of that's not normal, right?
What if we leave the door open so Thurg can get through? And I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna squishy scratch around the edges where it's constricting his torso.
Okay. Can you roll a d20 and add your strength bonus to that if you have one?
I do. I got a 16.
A 16.
It's the most violent tickle you've ever seen in your life.
You begin to kind of pull away some of the edging, and you notice that the veins have kind of begun to penetrate Thurg's side.
Oh! You're gonna be the door now.
Thurg, yeah, you are feeling some serious pain all around your midsection.
If we don't pull Thurg out, he's gonna die. So flip a coin.
Flip a coin. What?
If
Why
we
don't
just let him die, or if we take the time to pull him out.
We could take the time to pull him out.
Oh, okay.
I'll flip a coin. It's fine.
Can you reach your pockets?
Wait,
Nope.
Thurg, pay me now. You
It's on
owe
the
me.
other side.
I gotta get him out.
My pouch is back there.
Let's get him.
Nagel, why don't you help Wemmet handle this? I'll supervise.
All right. And I'm just gonna go over and I'm just gonna push his head like just flat palm and just
No, this way.
Push him
Go
back
this
through
way.
the other side.
yeah.
Wonderful. Excellent. Give me a strength.
That is a 12.
All right. Third, give me a strength roll from you to resist him pushing on your head.
Oh boy. 5.
Buddy.
Oh yeah. So Nagala, you're just like, and third, your neck just kind of. What are you doing? And yeah. So you've got this kind of pushing and pulling action. You got Wima who's pulling this kind of almost a scab to the side and revealing some that Thurg is kind of melding in with the door.
Oh no.
Wemit, do you want to try your axe around him this time, not
Boring.
into Thurg?
I'm gonna grab Thurg by the head, like his hair, and like pull him as far to the side as I can, and get my blade in there. And I'm just gonna start trying to saw a gap.
Okay. All right. Let's see. How careful should we? Let's
We're
do
not
it.
very careful.
So you're going in a little haphazardly.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus
give
I'm
me
clumsy.
Give me an agility roll.
Yep, that sounds about right. I have a +2 to my DR for agility. So I rolled a total of 13.
All right, that's not enough to kill him outright.
Oh.
Outright, he says.
You begin to cut around and kind of sever those veins that are kind of keep coming back, and they want to reattach to Thurg really bad as Nagal is pushing.
Pull, idiot, pull!
He's pushing. So Thurg, as she's cutting away, you kind of feel yourself slipping back into the other room.
Is this so you don't have to pay me at the end of this, Nagel?
I mean, it is a bonus.
His hands are by my head, correct?
Yes,
I'm going to try to bite his hands.
do it.
And now we've turned on each other. 42 minutes in, we've turned on each other.
7.
7. Yeah, no, you miss. Your neck is too scrunched down. You can't quite get a good enough angle to take a chunk out of him.
I'm sorry, is there a point to you biting him while we're trying to get you out? Whether
Not
that be
sure
one
if
way or
he's
the other.
trying.
Whenever
I mean-
someone's cutting on me, I try to bite as well.
Here with a bunch of fang, does it? Can you hack faster?
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
And Nagal, you're still pushing.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just
Give me a strength roll there.
that's a 9.
Okay. So yeah, Thurg, you're probably up to your pits now. as she's cutting away. You feel something tugging on your leg.
I would like to go forward, please.
You're
Can I-
so polite all of a sudden.
Can I go forward, please?
I've been saying pull this whole time.
Nagel, do you want to comply with his request?
Wait, you mean I'm not?
Into the
You mean
room.
I'm not pulling?
It's the opposite direction.
No, you're not. You need to
I thought
grab
when
a
you
hand.
pull something, I thought you pull. You're pulling.
Doors make so much more sense now for you, I assume.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'll start pulling him instead of pushing him.
Okay. Does anyone else, Torvald, do you want to assist in the pulling?
No, Torvald is supervising.
All right. So we got a cutter and a puller. Wima, give me some agility to not slice Thurg open.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, I've got a 10. Oh, and my camera decided to not be focused on me anymore. That's fine.
Oh, it's foreshadowing.
Seems
so.
appropriate. You know.
Thurg, you will take 1 point of damage as she cuts into you, and you kind of bleed out a bit.
Ah.
You'll notice that his blood has seemed to have changed from the norm a
Does
bit.
it taste different?
Would you like to taste it?
Mm.
Excellent. That's what I like.
This is the worst character I've ever played.
Yes.
Oh, you both are wonderful. Okay. So Nagal, give me a nice big strength check to yank him out of there. Otherwise, he's going to become part of this room.
That's
no.
That's a nat 20 right there.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Whoop. Just yoink him right into the room. Both of you kind of fly backwards and land in a pile of these mutilated corpses. And
Torval steps out of the way just as that happens.
sidesteps casually. All right.
I will inspect my cut from Wemmet.
See, Nagel, that's how you pull.
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I understand why you wanted me to pull now.
Yes.
So when you guys hit the floor of this room, the whole the room really violently trembles a bit, and you see the flesh on the door just and close right up.
Well,
That's how you get through a door that doesn't have a handle. I hope you all learned something from this.
it's very messy.
Now, what are we doing here? I forgot what we're doing.
Looking for your master's book of flesh.
I suppose we should look in these bodies.
We can probably make one too.
Tossing
Well,
corpses.
Excellent. All right, so searching corpses. Sorry, just gotta find the chart.
While you're doing that, can I ask a question that I just
Yes.
noticed on my equipment sheet?
Yes.
I have 4 monkeys that ignore but love me. What the hell is that?
Oh,
That's awesome. You could totally be using those to do your dirty work.
Oh, okay. So I have 4 literal monkeys that are just chilling with me.
Pretty much.
Okay.
good to know.
Have they been in your backpack the whole time?
I think that they're like lemurs and they're like wrapped around my thighs and biceps.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
it's not like fur-clad vambraces. It's the monkeys.
Actual
The band?
What?
Sure, yeah. I mean,
Why not?
While Wemmett's digging through bodies, Torval will pull out an elixir and hand it to Thurg. If you drink this, it will help with Wemmett's nonsense to you.
okay. I'll uncork it and take a little sip.
Okay.
You'll heal for 3.
Okay.
Let's see.
I will take it.
Oh, I
Okay.
should mention, don't drink this too often. You'll get addicted.
Oh, I'll take another sip.
He's already addicted. He's like, yeah. Wemets, as you peruse the corpses, you find a map to a wealthy family and a few pages of your master's book.
I don't read things here, and I just shove them at Torval.
Oh, okay. These are some pages from Bellum's book.
And look, a pretty picture.
Yes, that's called a map.
I lick it. Does
We
it taste
don't
anything?
lick.
It has that wonderful kind of irony blood taste
Ooh.
with a tinge of decay just to kind of polish it off. Slightly aged.
A fine bouquet.
Yes. let's bottle that. Anyone else searching? What is everyone else doing?
I'm going to take the map as well. Once it's out there, I'm just be like, let me see this. And I'm going to take it with my.
With your
I'm going to
clawed
pretend.
hand?
I'm going to pretend that I'm studying, but I really don't know what it says.
Yeah, Torval will be leaning over Eagle's shoulder.
Like,
I haven't.
Can you hold that better, please?
mm,
Thank you.
yes. Mhm.
You don't know what this says, do you?
Yes, I do. Of course, I do.
And as you're reading the map, and you're celebrating your win on finding these items and licking the wonderfully aged blood. Yes, and Torval, you have this kind of sense of why am I traveling with these people? Almost. And Thurg is now addicted to the herbs that healed him. You guys begin to hear moaning coming from the corpses hanging from the ceiling, and they begin to kind of sway a little bit more violently now, and they're starting to pick up movement.
I pull a monkey off my arm and I throw it at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
The monkey gets up there and then kind of looks back at you like, what the?
Make it stop.
It tries. It grabs a hold of the chain. It's not sure what to do. It kind of makes it worse, and it begins to really start swinging that corpse, and it's bumping into all the other chains. And the corpse kind of gets tangled up in this mess of all these chains that are dangling down from the ceiling, and hooks are just flying into it. Let's see if it hits your monkey.
Obviously, this mess needs more monkeys, so I'm just gonna start peeling those off my body.
Your monkey is safe. The corpse gets kind of wrapped up in this and stops moving, but the other two just kind of are swaying from all the ruckus.
Maybe look and see if it has more. What are the things called with the words on it? Pages. Look for pages.
So the monkey's up there, and he just starts reaching into the rib cage because there's no clothing, there's no skin on this. I mean, he just starts reaching in and like pulls out intestines, and he's up there like shaking, and he's holding these organs over at you, and he's just like kind of like offering it to you. Is this what you want?
Mm-hmm. I do want. Thank you.
Drops them down. They're ice cold.
Ugh. Meat should be warm. Torval.
Yes.
I'm gonna pass these to you, and just like stacking them up in your arms. Here you go. There you go.
Excellent.
Thank you.
All right. So what do you guys want to do from here? Like I said, there's no other way out of this room other than that door that you've already come through.
See, this is why I was trying to pull Thurg. Wait a minute.
Push.
Push Thor. Wait, what is it? Which direction goes which?
I go and I shove you. That's a push.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I was trying to push Thurg through, because there's nothing to do over here.
Wemid, would you
Did
move
all-
4 bodies?
Oh, sure. Forgot my name for a second.
Who's this?
Yeah, I'll go start tossing more bodies, and it's not pretty. It's just more of like a willy-nilly. Yuck!
Yeah, it's like the ones on underneath are a little bit harder to rip up from the floor because they're just kind of all frozen together. So you're just kind of like ripping them apart, and arms are coming out of the sockets, and skulls are coming off the torsos themselves. And you're just kind of ripping through this stuff, and you don't seem to find anything else in this room of use.
I'm bored now.
Well, then would you like to re-hack the door while I continue to study this map?
And I can try and summon my monkeys back to me as I walk back to the door. I don't know how you call monkeys.
They follow.
I'm pretty sure that's the official way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like,
We're just gonna make you do that the whole session because I think that needs to happen.
Hey, did you call your monkeys back? Because I think you should call your monkeys back.
Yeah. There's one still waiting over there.
I think now the fans would get upset if I kill the monkey girl.
Must protect
I'm
now.
not backup. It's fine.
Okay. But do they all have monkeys?
I don't know. I'll have to go look.
Okay, so you and your monkeys are going back to hack at the door.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's a bit harder this time. You're more or less chipping away at it from this side. The blood that's spraying out is slowly freezing as it spurts out. And you begin to notice that it's forming sharp spikes as it's coming out at you.
Thurg! Lark! Your blood made this a B word!
Okay. I'll walk up and start hitting it with my warhammer.
Okay. So yeah, as she's hacking away, the blood squirts out, it freezes. You smack the icicles back down. She can get in there and keep hacking away. So this is going to take a little bit of time. Nagal, what are you doing while they're doing this?
I'm over there looking over Torval's shoulder, looking at the map, pretending that I know what it says, and because I don't want to be shown up that Torval knows all the information and I don't.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Torval, this is a map, and this map comes with an invitation to join this kind of after party thing at this really ritzy kind of dark mansion way up in the dark forest hills. Other than that, that's all you can pretty much decipher from it.
Okay. And there's the pages from Vellum there too. Okay. I want to store those away.
Absolutely. I think you should.
Probably a good idea. Oh, there seems to be an invitation here for an after party. Does it have a date or anything on it? Is it something that's past?
It's a future date.
Okay.
So, after this, you guys need a break. You can go over there and party.
Yeah. So we'll store this. Maybe you all can cause a bunch of, I don't know, problems.
Excellent. So about that time, we'll say that Wimmet hacks through the other side. It kind of shatters into the other room. And you get this blast of heat. So a complete opposite. And it's very humid and, shall we say, moist.
Ooh.
On the other side of this. There is a putrid odor, though, that kind of comes rolling in. And it is something most foul.
Oh, that's a bouquet. And I'm going to jump through before the door can eat me like it did Thurg.
It's definitely closing much slower now from this side.
Quickly!
Can we grab a body and throw that through too? I have a feeling the altar might need it.
I'm through already. I cannot help you.
She
Okay.
looks at
Yeah,
Thurg and
I'll be like, yep, that's exactly what I was going to think. That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was going to suggest.
Yes, because it's Torval's going to be like, yes, because it's on the map here. You see?
Yeah, I saw that. It says on the map there. Yep.
Yes. Get the body.
Okay, and I'll go over and with my claw hand, I'll scoop up the bread.
Excellent. And you're just going to shove it through the hole?
Is nobody helping me?
Limit.
Apparently not.
Torval's going to
already.
Orville's
Is
gonna
he
go through.
naggle shoving or like regular person shoving?
So really, he's pulling.
I'll just toss it into the other room.
Okay. And Thurg, you're walking through, running, jumping.
So quickly.
Just a little
Yeah.
whoop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Nagel, you follow behind everyone else.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow in. Yep.
Excellent.
You're
right.
stuck too.
So you all make it through the other side
Oh.
as the door slowly finishes healing. In this room, like I said, it's hot, it's humid, it's not the same room you were in before. This room is different and even more disgusting than the last. Along the walls of this room, blood kind of constantly flows over the walls, and under this skin-like wallpaper that's kind of crudely stretched up along it, there are 3 large kind of butcher block tables in this room. One on your left, one on your right. There are large masses of limbs and body parts all over the place. There is a massive figure standing at the far back with his back faced towards you. He is really bloated type figure. He is nearly naked except for a skinned loincloth covering his backside, if you will. As you look on, he is working on something on the table, but you notice his back is covered in these blistering pustules.
No.
And you see one begin to tremble and pus just splatters and oozes everywhere and kind of runs down his back. And as you guys are standing there, he is crudely just kind of making the motions with his arms as if he was stabbing or sewing or not sure what
Abstract
he's doing.
painting. I don't know.
It's possible. It's hard to tell without him facing you.
What you working on?
As you,
Subtlety is better. Here we go.
Sorry. What are you working on?
this massive figure, this massive bloated figure begins to turn, and you can see it's just this disgusting pus-covered. He's got mucus kind of just dangling and hanging out of his mouth from this fat, bloated head of his. His eyes are lifeless, very black. It turns, and you see it's got several scars that are crudely sewn, and almost like as if you can look inside those, and it's just festering with infection. It's very dark purple, and you have the veins that you can see running away from it. He's got one long one that goes down the center of his chest, and he just kind of stands there and he gurgles and snarls at you.
Yes, send the monkeys.
You're sending the monkeys into...
Distract it so we can escape, obviously.
Actually, I was wondering if I could at this point throw my horseshoe of the shoe of death's horse. What is this? Yes, it's basically a horseshoe that I found in a crypt at one point that I'm fairly certain belonged to death. The horse of death. And basically, I can just throw it like a boomerang. If it hits, it does damage, but like it has a 1 in 6 chance of killing whatever it is, whatever it hits instantly.
Excellent. Yes. So
Right.
a ranged weapon uses agility.
Yes. That is an 11.
An 11. Yeah, that's going to miss. It's going to fly around and come back to you. And now the monkeys join in the fight. They clamber onto him, and one of them jumps up on a table and grabs a leg and kind of like whacking it with the foot. And you got another one just kind of pouncing off of things and flinging something at it. Who knows? It could be something off the table or something it's producing itself. The one that's on top of it, kind of like poking at its head, you'll notice that the head is kind of lobs around like a sandbag. It's not really, there's no muscle movement to it. And you kind of see the stomach of this bloated figure begin to kind of almost seems like it's bubbling or moving, like there's something inside of it. And the stitches begin to rip open as whatever this is flowing forth. And the pustules on the front of this thing are just popping left and right. Let's see if your monkey gets hit in the eye with one. Nope. All right. He manages to avoid the pustule spray as this creature then explodes. And from the scars comes these intestine-like tentacles. And at the ends of these intestines, there's hooks. And it just kind of reaches up and it rips the monkey off of its face and pulls it inside the stomach. And that monkey is never heard from.
Monkey!
Again. But now the whole thing kind of, he lays back and the whole stomach kind of peels open, revealing its innards, kind of this intestine monster. And it's lumbering towards you.
Well, I'm not the smartest person, so I'm gonna lumber back.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you lumber forward. You're like, my monkey! I'll save you. There's this horrendous smell of methane all of a sudden.
Oh, we could blow this guy up.
Ooh. Is there anything around to start a fire? Torval is actively now looking.
There are candles in this room.
Yep, gonna go find a candle and look for the source of the methane.
Sure, so you're going to attempt to cross the room to grab a candle off of one of the tables?
Yeah.
Excellent. Roll defense.
Ooh, that's a 9.
All right. You feel this intestine kind of wrap around you and hook into your side and begin to slowly slide you across the floor, in the blood and the gut and the gore getting ever so closely to it. Nagal, what's up?
I don't really have. I have a sling, so maybe I'm just going to try to hit it in the intestine area where it's all like.
So
broken.
kind of like the general center of its...
just to give it like an upset tummy.
Sure.
Okay.
Upset the digestive tract so it vomits everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe give it some IBS.
That's the wrong direction, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Let me see here. So I am going to roll, and that is a 14.
All right, a 14. Yes, that'll hit.
And it's going to do D4 damage. Let's see here. 2.
Excellent. Okay. You managed to get that right in there, and it hits it and just kind of gets thrown out of that ball of intestines.
Interesting.
Thurg.
So I notice a little bit of rattling on my on my hip pouch, and I'm emboldened by the feeling that my wizard teeth are encouraging an attack, and I will stride forward with my warhammer and try to hit this monstrosity right upside the head.
Okay.
And I'd roll a 16.
Okay. A 16 will hit the head.
All right. My wizard teeth allows me to have one of my attacks deal max damage. So I'm going to do 6 damage to this thing's brain.
Excellent. So you smash the head, and the head just splits open like a bag of sand, and all this kind of sawdust just pours out.
That's for the monkey.
Excellent. So you, unfortunately, are right in the midst of this thing with its intestine tentacles just kind of waving around and such, and it is going to attempt to grapple you as well. So roll defense.
7.
7. Okay, it will capture you. It wraps around you, and it plants its hooks right into your chest. And you know that it's not long before it's going to have you inside of its maw, whatever its maw may be.
Is the hook close enough where I can reach down and bite it?
I'll say yes. You can attempt to bite this.
Natural 20.
Yes, you bite it. Go ahead and roll damage.
4 damage on that.
4 damage.
Well,
to
if it's a crit, you get double damage.
So do I roll 2 dice or just double
No,
the
you
die?
just double it up.
Then 8.
All right.
Tastes like chicken.
I don't think you really want any of this chicken. Okay. Excellent. Great job. All right. It still stays kind of hooked into you, but you deal it some damage. You get this awful, god-awful taste in your mouth. It's going to look into your soul. No, it's definitely going to attempt to pull you in. Thurg, you can do a strength check to resist.
Okay. I may be big and bulky, but I'm not that strong. A 3. So yes.
A 3, yes. You
We're
are
going
plunged. You are pulled head first into the center mass of this ball of intestines.
Oh no!
And this digestive fluid begins to fill up and swirl around you, and it burns. And it begins to eat away at you. And you'll start by taking 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Let's Weemut or Trovel? Who would like to go next?
I have no preference. Go ahead, Torval.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
being dragged too.
You're
right?
being dragged, and
Oh,
you just saw
Webbit.
Thurg get sucked in there.
Yeah, Wemmit, please.
okay.
Help me.
For the monkeys!
Yes, for the monkeys.
I'm gonna try and
Help me.
sever the tentacle that has the hook in
Excellent.
for Torval. Okay. Big attacks are okay attacks. I got a 12.
Ooh,
I don't
12.
know.
I will say, because the tentacle is preoccupied and can't move out of the way, you hit.
Okay, that's nice. That's very kind of you. Oh, max damage. Yeah.
Excellent. Hey, all right.
I guess I should ask, do I add my strength to my damage or just my attack?
Just your attack.
Just your
Okay.
attack.
Okay, just making sure.
Excellent. Yeah, you sever that tentacle. It kind of sprays this viscous liquid at you. It smells horrible. It shoots up at your face. You almost kind of recognize that smell from being around monkeys all the time. Torval, you are free. You can yank this hook out of you and kind of chuck the intestine aside if you like, or you can leave it in you. It's fine.
No, I would
Okay.
not like that. I'm
Just
going
checking.
to chuck it and attempt again to go for a candle to light this on fire.
Okay. Excellent. So yeah, you can get to the table and grab a hold of one of those candles, or the whole lot of them if you like. You just
Oh, yeah, it's fire. I love fire. We're going to light this thing on fire.
excellent. All right, Nagal.
I'm going to yell, "Let me pull this guy to the ground!" And I'm going to charge him and try, and of course I'll push him to the ground, but I'll say that I pulled him.
Okay, go for it.
I'm assuming that's a strength test,
Yep.
so that is a 12.
12's not going to be enough. You kind of run up there and just, it's like a wall, a very slimy, disgusting wall. You can kind of hear Thurg in there, like, it burns. All right.
How many tentacles are there? Intestines. Never mind. Okay.
Big owie things.
Big owie things? So you can see that there's 3 more just kind of waving around.
3 more? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So
Third,
are they like a size where if we wanted to, we could try to actually pull this to the ground using the intestines?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. I don't think it's my turn, but I have that in mind.
Can we call them intentacles?
That's better than what I was going to say. Yeah,
I'm going to write that down. So I can put that
Intentacles.
Intentacles.
Yeah.
Tentacles.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, exactly. Thurg, would you like to try to break out of this thing?
That sounds wonderful. I assume a strength?
Add your strength, yeah.
9.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You will, again, take another point of acid damage as it begins to digest you.
It's itchy. Oh, it's itchy.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, so Wimmet wants to grab on to like one of the, what did we call it?
Tentacles?
In tentacles. He wants to grab onto one, like under each arm. Like,
Yeah.
So he has 2. And he's going to say, "Think of doors!" He's going to pull backwards to make it fall over.
All right.
If he can.
Why don't you do agility to catch the tentacles?
Okay. Nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got both. No problems.
I've been wrangling monkeys my whole life.
You got this. All right. Now you're going to try to attempt to pull it towards you?
Yeah, like over, like tip it.
Okay. So more to the side rather
Yeah.
than pull it on top of Nago. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Then it would just fall forward and like envelop him in the tummy maw,
Exactly.
which would suck.
That's why I have to ask.
Oh, I rolled so bad. I've got an 8.
Oh,
An 8. Yeah, you tug on it and it just tugs right back and pulls away from you.
Naggle,
it's just-
stop pushing!
Naggle's causing problems. Naggle,
Never.
you need a defense roll or defense. Yeah, defense roll.
Okay. Agility +1. That's 2. 12.
A 12.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're not getting out of there. It wraps one of the tentacles around you and hooks right into your stomach. And next round, you have that feeling you're going to be joining Thurg. Torval.
can I get behind it from where I am and light
Yeah.
the loincloth on fire?
Yeah, the skin loincloth. Okay, I like that.
Just like start lighting it on fire with
Yeah.
my bundle of candles.
Excellent. Yeah, absolutely. You get behind it. You kind of hide yourself underneath the back wall table, and you can get right under there and just hold it there. It takes a little while for that skin to catch fire. So you're under there for a little while. Let's go to Weemit. What are you going to try to do now?
I'm gonna try and like run at the side, so like I'm pivoting it, so I can get into the same direction that Nagel is pushing, so we can combine our strengths together.
Excellent. Okay.
Is that another agility, or is it just my strength check?
Do a strength because you're going to do it as soon as you get up there.
I got 15.
15. All right, that will do it.
Okay.
Yeah, you topple this thing over. Let's see if it releases Noggle. Oh, it doesn't.
Oh no. Okay.
So Noggle, you're still in the in tentacle, but you are on the ground with this huge beast kind of, flailing about.
Okay.
Thurg, do you want to try again to break out?
Let's go. 7.
Third.
Yeah.
I
Buddy.
am beefy, but not very strong.
And it eats away at you again.
The exfoliation is wonderful.
I wonder what you're going to look like after this. if you come out.
A skeleton.
Excellent. Noggle, I'll give you a chance to break free of the tentacle before it pulls you into its face.
Okay. That's going to be a strength roll, I'm guessing.
Yep.
That is a 13.
13.
Yep.
Almost close, but not quite enough. And it pulls you in. It pulls you into its intestinal maw, and you kind of bump into Thurg, and you feel the sting of this acid as it's sucking you in. You see Nuggle's legs just kind of out there kicking frantically. Noggle, you'll take 1 point of acid damage as the digestive juices begin to flow over your body.
Dang it, guys.
Torval, you get it on fire.
Yes, good. Burn up.
It just kind of stands there taking it for the moment.
Yeah. Well, Wemmet, can you get them out now? It's on fire.
I'm gonna run up there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just shove my arm straight into the tummy maw, and I'm just as deep as it can go, and I shout, "Monkey!" I'm gonna grab whatever I can and just try and pull that out.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily trying to save Nagel or Thurg, just grab anything and pull.
Okay. Let's
That's
see.
so dangerous. I feel like you're gonna have a bone in your hand.
I'm going to let the dice decide
Nice.
who or what you pull.
Sure.
All right. You grab a hold of Nagel.
Okay. An unnatural 20.
No.
Hey,
Yeah.
that'll work. You can rip Nagel right out of there.
Ah.
That's not what I want.
Nagel, as you spill out onto the floor with some of the stomach acid, it just kind of eats away at your flesh and your clothing, and it's not looking so hot. The fire begins to kind of build up, and as it does, what little bit of fat is on this bloated beast kind of begins to melt like candle wax. The stench is really horrific. It doesn't smell good at all. Combine that with a bit of the intestinal methane that might be leaking out. It begins to kind of ignite even further still. Thurg, would you like to try to break out of this again?
Let's go. I think I got it this time.
Okay, you got this.
13.
13. I'm going to say you get out of there.
All right.
You managed to, barely burst through, get out of there as this thing's catching on fire. You're like, whoop.
Gotta go.
Get out of there. Weemutt's right there. I'm sure she could assist in the helping to pull you out.
I could have, but I'm going to try one last time to fish my monkey out, which the chat has named Timmy.
Wonderful. You could get poor Timmy, I hope.
I'm going to try. I'm going to shove my arm in there again.
All right. So all we have left in there is the monkey and whatever else might be lurking in. So
I'm probably just going to get like a monkey skull.
You know what I've realized is like almost 80% of this actual play is just Ben getting stuck in places.
It's
Yes.
and it's wonderful.
You are you are permanently stuck for the moment. The funny thing is you haven't gone very far. You managed to pull out this wad of fur and can probably assume that that's your digested monkey.
I'm just slathering it around my arm that this monkey normally is on.
Lemmet, don't. Oh, dear.
Oh, that's not gonna be good.
I'm walking away. It's probably burning my arm
You
with the
take
acid.
1 point of damage from the stomach acid.
That's fair. That's fair. He's where he belongs now.
This so this creature, this massive bloated intestinal tentacled thing, begins to just burst into flames and wildly lash around the room, not targeting anyone, but poor Torval is stuck under a table, and this thing is in front of that table, and it's just going crazy as it begins to kind of spin around in a circle and just lash out randomly. Do you guys want to go get Torval or start opening the door?
I open the door.
Okay, you're going to go hack away at it. It's nice and warm on this side, so you begin to hack away at it just like the first time, and it just starts spraying blood into the room. Let's hope it doesn't put out that fire.
Yeah.
Noggle and Thurg, actually, Torval, what do you want to do?
So it's flailing around where I'm at.
It's flailing and on fire.
Well, I mean, there's morbid fascination with the fact that it's on fire and it's so beautiful despite the smell. Torval's going to try to move out of its reach or like get to safety.
Okay. So there's a table on the left and the right. You could try to like use those as like a tunnel to get out of there.
Mm-hmm. Just drop down, do like
All
a
right.
crawl.
Game master helping out the player. Oh, I shouldn't be doing that. I'm a good game master. I try to be.
You're merciful.
I try to be. I try not to murder everyone all the time. Because we have a few more rooms that we want to get to. We got to find this book. Master's expecting it.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to take your time to do that while Weemutt's hacking away. Thurg, what are you doing? You are badly wounded.
Is there? I out of reflex, I'm going to grab the potion that I've already drunk and just try to like lick around the
Absolutely.
of it, like
That one's no good.
I've got a bottle for you.
And then I'm just going to kind of crawl towards the door that we're trying to reopen.
I'll drop a bottle on the floor by me, well, between my hacks. It's black.
Let's see. Do I open it and drink it? Yes, I do.
Okay. It's definitely poison.
All right.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
Upset.
Oh, thank you.
It's so good.
So I have 2 doses. It says toughness, DR 14, or 6 damage plus blind for 1 hour.
Okay, so you're going to test your toughness.
Uh,
Oh no.
yeah.
What
So toughness is the ability that I have my best bonus to.
Good.
I have a modified 2.
So you roll what?
I rolled a 1. Yep.
Okay, you roll a 1.
Yep.
Oh,
Here's
that's a natural one. Yeah.
Yes.
You are going to instantaneously die. Just between the wounds that you've taken, the acid kind of still eating away at you, and then now the poison on top of that. And let's go to
Acid must have got him.
Torval.
Can I pop
Torval, as you come out from underneath the table, you're like, wait, what?
Wemmet, what have you done?
You gave him a drink before, and I gave him a drink to help.
You're not. You should always consult before giving someone a drink. Me specifically, you don't know what's in those. Do you? Do you know what's in those? Stop
It was-
laughing.
I told him it was black.
Well, this idiot is now he's dead.
It might not have been my fault.
Torval's gonna point at Nagel. Do not accept anything from Wemmet from now on. New
Oh,
rule.
I'm definitely smart enough to know not to do that.
I'm just making sure it's stated because apparently it needed to be.
Excellent. So Ben, you have your other character ready?
I do.
Excellent. We'll bring that character in the next room.
Fantastic.
Ben, I'm
Yes.
so sorry. I know this is the first time we've played together.
I
This
just,
is the first
great.
time you murder your characters.
It's great.
It's okay.
I just love
the-
that. Like the first death was because of one of us, not because of actually, and you know,
Yeah.
anything else.
This is
We
going
beat
well.
each other pretty bad, though.
Exactly. The intestinal monster wasn't challenged, but yet each other is. Put players in a small room and see what happens. All right. So you managed to cut through, blood spraying everywhere. You know from previously that you only have a matter of seconds to get through this door. So are you guys just bolting through it?
Oh
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump over Thurg's body while I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's going last?
Probably
Not
Torval.
No.
If I cut it open, I'm going to be through first.
He's gonna like.
I
try
will
to
go. I will
shoulder
go
past
last.
Nagel.
You'll
I
go
will go
last?
last. I'll try to use Thurg's body as like a launching pad to try to jump through before.
Excellent.
You know,
Just
I'm
what
not-
I wanted you to do.
Yeah.
Give me an agility check.
That's an 18.
Oh, you get through the hole as you notice Thurg kind of coming back to life. He reaches up for you, but you manage to just you're out of there, and the hole kind of seals Thurg as Thurg is on the other side, just kind of like beating on that door.
So can I interject a little bit and say that as I jump off of Thurg and he comes to life, I kind of look back and realize that is coming to life, and like I not paying attention to where I'm landing, and I just like land on my head on the other side
Yeah, absolutely.
because I'm like so distracted, and like instead of being actually graceful about it, I kind of just
you can take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from.
oh great, thanks. No,
Absolutely. Absolutely, you're so distracted by Thurg coming back to life. Let's hope you don't re-enter that room again. Thurg's revenge. Let's give a zombie a freaking warhammer.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Nothing will go
Oh, we
wrong.
didn't take it, did we? We didn't take the Warhammer.
No.
All right. You
Dang
guys enter this room. Let's see which room it is. This one might take a minute. Oh,
So we keep hacking through what we think is the same door, but we go through and it's a different place each time, correct?
that's what appears to be happening.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I was picturing this correctly.
All right. So high humidity in this room, much like the other room, but a little bit higher. You instantly start beating sweat as Nagal's laying on the floor. Weemit, you're standing there. Torval, you're just kind of chill for the moment. There's this body on the floor. Seems to be, and why don't you describe yourself there, Ben, your new self?
All right. So there's this body, somewhat well dressed, if a little stained, from the detritus that's around here. Bending over the body, there is also a smaller statured man in a court jester outfit and a horse as well that is kind of kneeling and nuzzling the shoulder of the body that's lying face down. The horse actually looks up at you, and the horse speaks as it says, "Oh, who are you?"
I try to summon it to myself.
It's not a monkey.
But it's so pretty.
Oh, okay. Yes, I see. And the horse puts its head back down and tries to flip over the body in front of it while the jester just kind of stands there, fidgeting its hands, not really knowing what to do.
What the hell is happening right now? Nigga, what's happening? Dorval, what's happening right now?
I think I landed on my head. I see a horse.
The horse is talking.
There is a horse. Excuse
So
me.
it's not just my head.
Not this time. Dear talking horse.
The body starts to kind of come to and rolls up and sits up and goes, oh, thank you, Barrister. I not sure quite what I ran into back in that previous room, but Pantaloon, would you do something? Would you do something? Just anything. Hello. Who are you?
Your pony horse face talks.
The horse just got
What?
sighs exasperated. I am Makari, and I'm afraid I've gotten a bit lost in here.
It's all of us.
You can get me out, I'm sure. Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
Do you need a drink while I pet your pretty horse?
No.
Okay. As you all are standing there getting acquainted with your new companions, you notice that this room, there's not a whole lot of room for you to stand in, maybe like a 20-foot by 20-foot square, if that. Most of the room is filled with this webbing of tendons and muscular sinew and silver skin. And just beyond the veil of the silver skin is this large, massive, kind of not cylindrical, but oval shape shadow that's just beyond it. And it begins to kind of push its way forward through this kind of veil of silver skin. And you notice that it's a giant brain. And this brain comes forth, and you can see as it kind of protrudes through the silver skin, You'll notice the kind of the spinal column that's it's attached to goes deep underneath and back to the back of the room, and just kind of disappears altogether. These kind of tangly veins kind of sit underneath and kind of wiggle, and it comes forth, and in front of it there is a lectern with a book on it. And in your minds, you hear a voice kind of bellow out, "Why do you disturb my sleep?"
Sorry. Torvald's talking to you.
I think it's talking to all of us. We're here to. Torvald looks over at the book. We're here to find a book.
Pages of the book, probably. And I bow, and it's like a mix between a bow and a curtsy. I'm Wemmet. What is your name, Brain?
I am the great thinker. I know all. I consume knowledge. I feed off the dead.
It definitely eated the pages.
And you see kind of the pages of the book just turn by themselves. Just slowly. And the brain just kind of, you notice that it's pulsating a bit more, and it kinds to become a bit more alive. And as you bow, two eyes kind of come out from underneath of it, held on by the optical nerves, and they just kind of move around the room, and they get real close to you guys and just observe. And just one of these eyes is about as big around as two of you put together.
Oh, that's really large. Okay. So you like knowledge? Do you need bodies to eat?
Bodies don't give you knowledge,
Oh,
but your brains sure will.
I don't have a lot in mine.
No.
But Torvald does. If I give you Torvald's brain, will you give me the pages of the book?
Wemmet.
Very well, then. Bring Torvel forth.
No.
Nagel, help me bring Torvald forward.
Hey, this should be up for some discussion, I feel. What about this new person, this Makari over here?
But Torvald, you're the thinker of the group.
This new person could also be a thinker. He's got 3 people with him. What if we give you 3 brains?
I think we're discounting the fact that I am super smart, just like Torval.
Oh,
Well,
we
then
can give Nagel.
Give him
And
that
I
one
could-
then.
And
That's fine.
I deciphered that map just as much as Torval did. So I am
did.
super smart. You should realize that I am smart just like Torval.
I want to try and grapple Nagel to feed him to the brain.
Okay.
Nagel's totally clueless as to, like, he's just more offended that you discounted. You said that Torval was much smarter than he was.
That's fair.
Absolutely. You guys can do some contested strength checks.
Okay.
I'm just gonna grab you by the arm and put a hand on your back and be guiding you forward as you're arguing.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
so you're just kind of coaxing him. Okay. Are you resisting the kind of pushing
No.
forward?
I'm totally
We're
clueless
pulling
because
forward.
I'm just loving the fact that Wiemut definitely agreed that I am much smarter than Torval.
All right.
And I'm not even looking ahead. I'm just looking at Wiemut like,
Tell
Yeah.
me more about how you're
I
so
thought-
All right. So
I know,
you,
right?
You kind of get Nagel up there towards the lectern, and these nerves kind of billow out from underneath and kind of snake up, and they kind of get right up under Nagel and kind of begin to creep up your body. Do you react in any way?
It's gonna see how smart you are.
I realized that I had just totally made an unfortunate mistake. And I'll be like, no, I'm not that smart. I'm really.
Nago, this is just to calm down, take a breath. They're just making sure that
I
you
was
are
just
that
kidding.
smart.
Torval's so much smarter than I am.
They always lie before they die.
That is true.
All right. Let's see if if it's going to take you on there, Nago. All right. So it can kind of tell, Nago's not the brightest bulb in the box at this point to allow someone to fool him into getting that close.
That's fair.
However, Wemit, clever that you are,
Oh no.
these spindly little nerves begin to kind of turn and come towards you and say, well, and you all hear that. I love that comment. Where was I now? Distracted by comments.
The nerves are coming at me.
Yeah, the nerves are coming at you, and it says, if you won't give me, I'll just take.
No, I give you person right here.
I need knowledge, not stupidity.
I'm very stupid.
And the nerves are now encroaching upon your face.
I'm gonna try and cut the nerves.
Do it.
Okay.
I just want to say that I'm very offended that I was called that they said I was stupid.
I got a 13 to cut these nerves coming at my face.
So they are so up in your face that you just swinging wildly in the air, and they latch onto your face and begin to drill into your brain. And so you've got these nerves coming out the sides of your heads, and you can just feel it kind of almost like it wants to rip your head wide open.
Oh man, I hope my monkeys will help me as I gurgle my final breath.
Your monkeys literally kind of go ape, and they're trying to pull them out of the side of your head. And every time they, start to pull, it's excruciating pain. You'll take 1 point of damage.
Hold strong, women.
So the rest of you have, besides Nago, who's watching this happen to Wemut, the rest of you have these two giant eyeballs kind of peering down on you. And the optical nerves are acting like tentacles and kind of encroaching on you.
How thick are these nerves?
How thick are they? They're a little spindly, so
Okay.
they're not like tree stumps or anything.
I have a pair of scissors. Would they be something my scissors might be able to cut?
Ooh, you could potentially stab them.
Fair enough. I will take my scissors out and hand them to my jester. Patroon, go deal with these, please. And I will kind of sit back and get as close to my horse as I can and let my jester defend me.
Excellent. All right. So the jester wants to make an attack on one of the eyeballs.
Sure. A 9.
A 9. Yeah, your jester's he misses wildly. Just kind of swinging at the air. It's all a big joke to him.
Taunting it if you can't hit it, Patroon.
But so both eyes have kind of taken a shine to this jester, and it's just like bobbing and weave. They're kind of bobbing and weaving out of the way as he's just kind of like haphazardly hacking at this thing, or at least trying to. Torval, what are you doing?
Looks over at Mercari, good help is hard to find anymore, isn't it?
Indeed. At which
Well-
point, the horse just whinnies and rolls its eyes at my pompous nature.
Yeah, Weemit, just continue to stay there. I'm sure it'll be over soon. Torval's not helping. How does Weemit taste to the brain?
Not quite as smart as we had hoped. Oh, but very clever. Very clever this one is. Quite tasty. But I have a gift for the rest of you. Would you like it?
Yes, Nagel could probably hold on to it for us.
It's nothing you could hold,
Oh.
but you could take it back with you.
I suppose.
Excellent. Oh, I love it when they accept. And momentarily, I need to get the physical copy so I can bookmark everything.
Right. Torval, I feel like you've made a huge mistake.
Well,
And I just want you to just like marinate in that for a minute while there's
No,
I was gonna interject that I didn't agree to anything, but Torval
Well-
did. So
here
that-
we are.
well, just when one person gets offered up and then it ends up being the other person, let's go with the flow.
Yeah, All right, here we are. So I got to look up that spell real quick, which is... Oh, it's wonderful. You guys will love this. There it is. So roll a d6. Let's see.
You.
Anytime a game master says it's wonderful, you'll love this. Someone
Yeah.
is going
It's fine.
to die.
it's not fine.
No.
Excellent. So, remember that thing that you fought at the beginning?
Yeah.
3 of those burst up through the floor.
This is not a gift.
Rather than being burst up through the floor, they're more of birthed through the floor, if you will.
Ew.
That's so much more
And-
visceral.
Yeah. And they rise, Torval, Markai, and friends, in front of your group. Noggle's kind of off to the side, enjoying Weemit's demise so far. And Weemit, what are you trying to do as your monkeys are trying to pull these things out of your head?
I think I'm gonna actually try and join them because if I'm gonna die, he's not gonna have all of my cleverness, and I'm gonna grab onto these nerve endings and try and yank them out.
Ooh, yeah. Do a
Yeah.
strength.
Okay. Nat 20.
Yes. You just can't take it anymore.
Uh-huh.
You rip them out, and these kind of nerve endings just go crazy, and you all hear this thing kind of scream out in pain, and and you're like going over to where the group is with the 2 eyeballs and the
Yeah.
3 skeleton
100%.
mutilated corpses. Nagal, what are you doing? We might just rip these things out of her face.
Yeah, I'm standing there. Is she still alive, or is she probably on death's doorstep?
She's alive. Well, you're going to take 1 hit point of damage for ripping those out of your head.
Okay.
Okay.
I've got 4 health left then.
So
Okay. I
she's
was
fine.
I was while that was happening, I was seriously like thinking that I was going to inherit some monkeys. So I'm kind of I'm kind of disappointed in that.
Show me
Yeah.
your summoning of monkeys.
How did it go? You have to do it for me again. And yeah, I don't think that they would come to that. So
It's more guttural. Back of your
oh,
throat.
sorry. I don't know. Not doing it. I'm just glad I'm not having to take care of 3 monkeys at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna back away and just kind of walk.
Okay.
Because I don't want those tentacles to come after me.
Okay, so you're just kind of backing up to the opposite side of the room.
Yeah, I don't want to be near where those 3 things were birthed,
Okay.
and I don't want to be near brain nerve tentacle things.
Okay.
I just want to be left alone now, because I'm stupid, as the brain told me.
So are you gonna like curl up in the corner in a fetal position?
No, I'm just gonna be like,
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to find a safe spot for a second.
For a second? Okay, yeah, you could do that because the eyeballs and stuff are completely occupied. As you kind of walk away, you'll notice that the pages of the book begin to turn again. And you see the brain kind of pulsating as it's kind of absorbing this knowledge from the book as its other limbs are doing things. So for the rest of you who are facing these mutilated corpses and 2 giant eyeballs who are now kind of taking a back seat and just observing, what would you like to do? And who would like to react first?
If everyone doesn't mind, I'll go first. I'm gonna
Sure.
I'm gonna throw one of my monkeys at the book. Say, close it and sit on it.
Ah, okay. Absolutely. It lands on top of the book, it shuts it, and he sits on top of it. All of a sudden you see the book slam open and monkey splatter everywhere.
My monkey, monkey number 2.
Not Jimmy. Not Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Jimmy, why?
And the book then rises up off the lectern, and you see just the monkey parts and pieces just go flying off towards Nuggles' direction.
Some things are worse than death.
And then
Commanding my monkeys to death.
the book floats back down to the lectern and kind of turns back to the page where it was previously.
Thorvald, do something useful! And I'm going to draw my weapon.
Okay.
Yes, you draw your weapon. I'll be back here. You know. He steps back.
Excellent. Makari and friends.
How is my court jester faring in keeping these tendrils off me?
Yeah, they're distracted.
They're fine. They're good.
Yeah,
Excellent.
they've set back. The threat before you is the 3 corpses.
Let's see. I will actually pull out my bow, and I will take a shot at the closest zombie to me.
Okay.
So, 16.
That'll hit.
And d6 damage for 2 damage.
Excellent. Okay. Weemut, Torval's observing.
Torvald, it's just going to learn more spells to use against us.
Well, then I'll try to get to the book, but you need to do your axe thing.
I'm going to do my axe thing. I'm going to try and take down one of these monstrous things that we fought from the beginning.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to swing my battle axe at it. I'm going to roll a 4 for a total of 6. Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
I'm going to miss. Okay.
At least it wasn't a 1. Torval.
also-
Oh,
Sorry,
go ahead. Go
gonna
ahead.
say, can I laugh and like try and at least draw their attention towards me for Torval to have a chance to get to the book?
Sure, absolutely. Give it a nice, good cackle. Yeah, they all three kind of turn towards you and just.
You get used to it.
Over time. All right, Torval, you will, the eyeballs are kind of watching all of this and the jester, as the jester's kind of down there, like, hey, look at me, woohoo! So the eyeballs aren't going to be a threat. You're probably want to be cautious about the nerves under the brain itself. But you can definitely make it on the other side of the eyeballs, and you'd be a few feet away from the book itself.
On the way there, I imagine it's kind of along a wall. Are there candles again?
There are not candles, unfortunately. It's unsure where the light is even coming from.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'll just try to avoid the nerve endings to get in closer to the book, kind of like a ducking down.
Okay.
Being kind of low to the ground as I'm like, dodging.
Excellent. All right. Give me agility.
Oh boy. Yep. Flat dice rolls are my favorite. 13.
13. Yeah, I'll say you can avoid them.
Awesome.
You get right up to the lectern. You can look at the book. It's just turning its pages. The big brain is just going to.
And this doesn't look like anything from Bellum's stuff, right?
The book itself?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you look at it, you go, oh, that's our master's.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna pick that right up and tuck it against me.
Okay. As you pick it up, you notice that the brain just kind of stops its massive movements, and these nerves begin to jut out from under it in a quick fashion, and they're coming right for you. Are you running?
Yes.
Okay. As you are running, Nagal, you kind of see Torval out of the corner of your eye take off with the book. What are you doing?
I am going to say to myself, I need to show him that I'm not stupid. I'm going to take my shoe of death's horse, which everybody says is just a regular horseshoe, but I know is actually the horseshoe of death's horse.
Oh no, I am not wearing that. All of a sudden, my horse.
And I'm going to kiss it, and then kiss it for luck because that's what I do. And then I'm going to just throw it as hard as I can towards those tentacles so that they don't chase after Torval.
Okay.
So
go ahead. That's agility to do range.
no, it's presence to do aim. Wait, what is it, dear? Sorry. Yeah, presence is aim. Yeah, so.
Okay, gotcha. I knew it was one of those.
That is a 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so now I've got it's going to do a D4 of damage, but I have a 1 in 6 chance of it just killing it entirely.
Wonderful.
Wow.
So just one point of damage.
Great.
Okay.
Good rolls.
Oh, no, it did not get the 1 on the D4, on the D6.
Okay. So it dings off the brain?
So it just dings off of the tentacle, or the whatever the tentacles that are coming after
okay,
Torval.
So the nerve tentacle.
The nerve tentacles. The nervicles.
The nervicle. Excellent.
But the horseshoe like comes back because it works just like a boomerang.
Right. Excellent. All right. So you make an attempt to buy Torval some time.
Yeah.
you slow them down. Torval, you get on to the far side, away from the eyeballs and the 3 corpses. Weemit, you've got 3 coming at you. They get right up to you, and it's almost as if they kind of smell you. And they growl, and just this drool and gurgle begins to spill out of their mouth, and they stop dead in their tracks. They turn their backs towards you and go towards Mercari and friends.
Interesting. Do I also feel like the urge to salivate when I see them salivating?
Not yet, but you feel
Okay.
this guttural pain in your stomach.
Okay. I'm gonna try and like gurgle at them the way they gurgled at me, and like lead the charge towards the brain, and see if they'll like follow with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do this, and you continue to head towards the brain, but they continue to head towards the fresh meat.
I'll go save Mercari.
All right.
I'll sink my axe into one of these guys' backs.
Do it.
Ooh, 19 plus 2, 21.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hit.
Okay. 6 damage.
Ooh. Super. Thanks for asking. All right. Yeah, you nearly split this one in half, and it just kind of flays. One of its arms just kind of dangles to the sides, and it begins to have this like hard time like walking forward. Makari and friends, these 3 lumbering things are coming at you. One just got nearly taken out.
So I will aim my bow at the one that was almost cleft in twain, and I will give it an attack. That's only going to be a 9.
A 9. Yeah, that is going to miss.
All right.
Right by it.
You're going to stand in front of me, right? Oh, please, that is absolutely not what I'm doing.
And how about your jester? Do you want him to make another attempt on the eyeballs or turn on the creatures?
Yes, the jester will keep working on the eyeballs because I've not given him any further instructions, and he is useless until I do.
Excellent. All right, why don't you have him make an attack against him?
All right. Natural 20.
Oh, yes.
Score!
Those scissors, they're coming. What damage would we equate these scissors for?
Probably a D4.
D4? So that'll be 6 damage.
Excellent.
with the
Wow.
doubling.
Yeah, I'm going to say that the jester nails this one right in the pupil. It makes the mistake of getting really close, and the jester just times it just right. Wham! This eyeball just like flails back, and you see it kind of shake around trying to get the scissors out of its pupil, and the scissors go flying against the wall. So the jester can go back and pick them up, but it kind of hooks back underneath the brain and goes back into its little cave. So now there's only one eyeball left. But well done. You have blinded it. And you all in your minds will hear the brain kind of scream out again in pain and, "Oh, you've blinded my eye!" Nago, you want to get on some of this?
Yeah, I'm going to. There's one that's pretty heavily injured, correct?
Yeah.
I am going to trying to hit that one with my sling,
Okay, excellent.
so that I'm not. Yeah. Oh, but that is not good. That is an 8.
Okay, yeah, that won't do it. Torval, where are you going with this book?
Ooh, did I corner myself?
You are like where the door is.
Okay.
So you've made it past all the carnage and the the chaos that's going on.
Okay. I wish I had poison, or not poison, acid. I'm going to take my femur and start hacking away at the door.
Sure, why not?
Excellent.
You're all doing very well.
Dup, 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 dup. All right. So obviously with a femur, I mean, you're just
He just snaps
Kind of-
it. It's like
Yeah.
the sharp end. And,
pokey, trying to make a hole.
yeah,
gotcha.
Torval's super useful.
Excellent.
Clutching
All
the
right.
book. Trying not to bring notice to himself, though, too. Just like...
Yeah. Trying
Mhm.
to Yeah, you guys got this. I'm good. Gotcha.
Yeah, basically. So if anyone notices, they could, start going toward the door and we could get out.
All right. Let's have these wonderful mutilated corpses do some stuff. We might. Oh, why am I rolling? Actually, you roll defense.
Okay. I. So that's my agility, correct?
I believe so. Yes.
16.
16 is enough to avoid the hit.
Okay.
All right. Makari, did the horse stand in front of you, or are you open?
I am open because the horse is much more intelligent than I am.
Excellent. Roll defense.
We will have a 7.
Oh, 7. Not gonna do it. All right. So 3 points of damage is one of them begins to chew down on you.
Pain, hey, ow, Post-rune, get over here now.
All right, excellent. And then the one that's kind of splayed in half is just kind of like almost like he's spinning in a circle. He can't really get control of himself. Okay, let's go to Wiimut. What would you like to do?
Okay. So, I have 2 monkeys left. It says they have 6 hit points and they have a punch and bite of a D4.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try and do the little command. So, oh my gosh, what sound do I make with this? I just blanked. And I'm gonna grab the 2 off my thighs and I'm going to slam them onto the faces of the 2 remaining ones, so that they can like
Love it.
scrabble at the faces.
Okay, let's start with the one that's splayed in half.
Okay. Ooh. Nat 20. I am on fire.
Wow, this sucker's going down.
Yeah. So
Death by monkey.
death by monkey.
Oof.
I roll. Oh, that's not a D4. That's a D8. Let's try this again with more accurate dice. That's a 2, so 4 damage
Okay.
from my monkey.
Yeah, that one goes down. No problems.
Cool.
All right. So the other one?
That seems fitting. That's a nat 1.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, that's yeah.
One
Not
extreme to the other.
kidding. No, not
So,
kidding.
It says weapon breaks or is lost.
Or they get a free attack, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Nope, that's a defense. They get a free.
That's a defense
Mhm.
thing. So on an attack, the weapon breaks or is lost. So do you break your monkey?
Yeah. Well, I tell you what happens to the monkey. It gets eaten.
No.
It just like so the creature just kind of opens its mouth and the stomach of the monkey kind of goes inside of it and it just chomps down guts everywhere. And it's just and shakes it like a wild dog.
Butcher.
Your face is covered in blood and viscera from your monkey.
Yeah, I remember you. Okay.
Torval, you've got a good size hole going. You're hacking away at it as fast as you can. You do notice that it does want to heal. So the faster you go, you notice the bigger the hole. It's probably about, at this point, big enough for you to stick your head in. But that's as far as you've gotten.
Okay, just gonna keep going at that and like a maybe wild gesture. I'm not Torval's not gonna talk, but he's gonna like wild gesture with one hand. No, yep, he's gonna take a second away from the door and like, hey, and then keep going because he's got the other hand on the book or other arm around the book. So he'll like wildly gesture, hope someone notices, and go back to getting at the door.
All right, Nagal.
So how many? There's one more left. Two left.
There's two left. There's one in front of Makari and friends, and there's one that just ate Weemit's monkey.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after the one that just digested the monkey.
All right, excellent.
I'm going to pull it down to the ground and I'm gonna charge it, and I'm gonna be like, "This is for what was the monkey's name?
Lemmy.
Lemmy. This is for Lemmy." And I'm going to try to push it down to the ground, and then bite its neck.
Okay, excellent.
Oh no, that's a 3.
You confused push and pull again.
I did. That's exactly what I
is.
did.
No, you trip and fall over your own feet, face first, and you're just kind of laying there in this pool of.
And I'm gonna be like, I am stupid.
Oh.
Excellent. Makari and friends.
I feel horrible. I'm going to get out of here, so I'm gonna head over to the door that Torval is trying to open and be like, "Come on, let's go faster, faster, faster."
You must help.
But my arm is limp
I
on the
don't
side of my
care.
body. Barberster, please come help. And the horse will trot over and just kind of stand there.
Okay.
And just like push me out of the way.
Yeah, the creature's really close behind you, following. It wants another. It's gotten one taste. It wants another.
I will try to shoot one more arrow at this thing as it comes around again. Not with a 3.
Ooh.
My arm kind of gives out and the arrow just clatters to the floor and like, see, I can't get out.
We met you experience increasing pain in your stomach, and it feels like your intestines are on fire.
Okay.
Now we will have the last two cretins. You need to make a defense roll.
Defense.
And Makari, I'll have you do a defense roll at the same time as it approaches upon you.
14.
14 is definitely enough to avoid it.
I probably crunched over in pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably hit you just at the right time as it lurched forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Makari, give us a defense.
7.
That would be a no.
I teetered right on the 17 next to it, and then just went.
And that's 3 more damage to you.
Makari, God, screams in pain and drops to the ground, dead.
Okay.
Oh no.
This creature kneels down and just continuously begins to chew on you. So is your jester lost without you?
Pretty much, yeah. The jester's practically useless, and the horse knows to just get out of here at this point.
Okay, so the horse is just like behind Trovel, like, okay, let's go.
Let's go. Shimmer up and maybe try to back kick the sinewy door.
Excellent. Okay, so Trovel, you now got a little bit of help.
Oh yay, good.
With the horse. The hole is probably about shoulder width for at least one person to squeeze through at this point. But you're trying to get a horse through, I guess, too, at the same time.
Yeah, getting the horse through.
We
is
definitely
the
care about
priority.
this horse.
Yep.
Yeah.
It wants to go. So you guys will notice, especially Nagal, since you're kind of set back a little bit, that the eye that's remaining, the little optic nerves come out and attach themselves to the jester and kind of raise it up level with the eye, and it just kind of begins to feed on him. And just you see the same thing that happened to Weema as it's slowly siphoning out who knows what.
Probably dad jokes.
Probably.
Jester, right?
You're probably not wrong.
Yeah.
Nagal, what do you want to do?
I'm going to pick myself up off the ground, wipe myself off, and do we have one more of those monsters that we need to take down?
You have 2 left, one in front of Weema and one that's currently eating Makari.
I'm going to go after the one that's in front of Weemit.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm going to try to muster all my strength and try to charge it and take it down and use my teeth, because that's pretty much the only thing.
That's what you do.
That is a 17 though.
Yes, that definitely hits.
So yeah, so I'm going to just muster up and just kind of bolt and then take him down, and then I'm going to just rip my teeth into yeah.
Nice.
And so that is a 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Let's see here. Excellent. Yeah, you definitely dealt some damage to this thing. It's just kind of laying there with you on top of it, and it's having trouble fighting back. So let's go to Weemit.
Okay. So Weemit is going to pick up her last monkey that's probably still scrabbling at the face of the other undead thing. And she says, Zimmy, we must get revenge. And I'm going to throw Zimmy at this next one and also swing up my axe from below to slice
I like it.
thing.
That's very creative. Yes, do it.
19 plus 2, 21.
Wow, yeah, absolutely.
So that 4 damage.
Excellent. You take it out. You finish it off.
Yes. Good old Zimmy.
And as you do, you feel this kind of adrenaline rush surge through your body. Unfortunately, it spreads that pain from your stomach to your extremities.
Noggle, I don't feel very
Yes?
good.
Torval, you and the horse have created the hole big enough for you to get through.
And there's still one. No, they're all dead now.
There's one left.
There's
One
one
left.
that's eating
Eating
Makari.
Makari. Okay. With the clear of the throat, Torval's going to glance back to where the other two are and be like, the hole. And gonna just go through with the book.
Okay. All right, you. And well, the horse. Does the horse try to go through at the same time?
The horse is smart enough to let Torval go first, and then we'll try to fit through.
This horse is gonna block this hole. It's gonna be a problem.
This is gonna be a big problem.
Let's oh man. Do an agility test for the horse to speedily kick its way through.
All right. 18.
18. All right. So right behind you, Torval, the horse comes barreling through.
Literally says on the sheet, the incredible horse. So
It's
this is
incredible.
an incredible horse.
Amazing.
So we'll come back to Torval and the horse. Ben the horse. In just a moment. So Nagal, you're kind of left there. The Torval and the horse have gone through, and you can see that the door is pulsating and pulling itself back together.
Yeah, I'm going to pick myself up off the ground and just book it as fast as I can to get through that opening. 'Cause I do not want to be stuck in here.
Okay, agility.
That is a 12.
All right, that's pushing it.
Okay.
Yeah, you get through. We met.
Can I, as he's running and I have all this pain in me and I'm staggering a step after him, toss Zimmy so he grabs onto the back of Nagel's shirt?
Yeah,
One
absolutely.
monkey has to survive.
Yeah.
We're saving one.
So, in pain and clumsy, Wimit's gonna stagger towards this door, gripping her stomach with one hand and try and pull herself through.
Okay. All right. Since you're pulling yourself through, why don't you do strength for you?
Okay. Natural 1.
Oh!
All right. So as you are making your way towards the door, you trip and you fall, and you're just in so much pain that you can't force yourself to keep going. And you look behind you, and all these tentacle of nerves just comes and it swallows up. You see it swallow up the creature that it birthed, and you see it swallow up any corpses or bodies that are left as it finally takes you over and fades to black at this maniacal laughter. So those of you who have made it to the other side.
Now Emily has to play Zimmy.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She's Zimmy the monkey.
Yeah.
Excellent. So let's find out what room you're in now. Excellent. Okay. So this room here, the walls definitely breathe. There's a gust of warm air that kind of flows through this room. And there are some death cult sigils kind of carved into the flesh on the walls. There are several barrels in here. In the center is this massive kind of pile of grotesque body parts, limbs, half-eaten God knows what. And it's a massive pile. This is probably one of the biggest piles of body parts and stuff that you have seen so far. You look across the room and towards the back on the other side, you kind of see this hunched over figure just gnawing away at a limb or some sort of fleshy thing. And as you enter, come barreling through, it stops and it looks up at you and goes, "Horsey."
Yes, you should eat the horse.
Ah, that's an offer.
Can you
Come
get
here.
us out of here?
Oh, a trade.
Yes, a trade.
Excellent. For the horse, for the exit. Yes.
Excuse me?
Yes, we're trading the horse for an exit. Nagel, do you agree?
I totally agree.
Yes.
I'm no dummy.
No, you're not. Come here, incredible horse.
Wait, what? No. Just gonna prance.
No, come here. You must do this. It's for the greater good and everything. You'll be remembered stories.
Break its legs so it can't move.
Nagel. Break the horse's legs.
Wow, we're really doing this, huh?
So dark.
This is taking a really sharp turn. I just going to slap its rear end and try to make it go towards the. I don't want to break the horse's legs.
Nagel.
I don't have anything to break its legs with.
Break its legs.
Upon getting slapped on the rump, Barbarister will mule kick Nagel.
Please.
Yeah. Excellent. Go ahead. Let's see. I believe Nagel actually has to make defense.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Did you fail? He rolled a natural 1.
Nagel, you're useless.
So what kind of damage does that horse kick do?
I don't know. I don't have any stats. What do we
You know what? You know what? Roll a D8 and then double the damage.
Oh,
What the heck?
Nagel's dead. Would you like a dead person?
10.
Okay, so I'm just dead.
You collapse and fall unconscious.
That's not incredible. Hey, incredible horse! I was trying to be nice and not break your legs.
Mistakes, bud. Mistakes.
You're saying this as your soul is rising up out of it.
Yes.
Okay,
slapped the
upon
rump.
seeing Nagel kicked in the face and, dead, would you like a fresh body instead?
Bodies we get all day long, but horse. Well, that's just a tasty treat.
You can still have the horse if you would kindly give me a way out. As you can see, I don't have much to break a horse's legs. I am very thin and not strong of constitution.
Well, we can make another deal. How about the monkey?
Would you like a packaged deal?
A package deal?
Just both
Yes.
of them. You can
What
have
have you
them
got
both.
for me?
You can have both. Without me breaking the horse's legs.
You've got yourself a deal, dearie.
Zimmy's gonna scamper across the floor and crawl up your leg and onto your shoulder.
Onto Torval's?
Yeah.
There, Zimmy. It's fine.
And its
All
little
right.
lemur tail will just like lightly rest around your shoulder.
You're dying for a good cause. I mean, you're becoming a new pet for a good cause.
Yes. And the creature kind of takes out his little knife and he says, Hand it over. Give me the monkey.
He's gonna.
Oh, I'm gonna
Take-
attack you!
Ah.
Scrabbles, claws, bites. If that's okay.
I mean,
I got kicked by a horse and killed.
18.
Well, it's Torvalds who's going to make the defense.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Oh.
my bad.
right.
That's an incredible horse, Doug.
Yeah, sorry, I got kicked and killed by an incredible horse.
Yes,
Incredible pick.
17.
17 is good.
That'll avoid the monkey's attack. Are you just chucking the monkey at the guy now? At the creature?
You know, in a good faith effort, I'm going to walk forward with the struggling monkey and not just yeet the monkey at him so that I may leave.
Oh my God.
Excellent.
Oh no.
All right.
I was halfway through swallowing and you said eat the monkey.
Oh, memorable moments.
Mm.
Monkeys.
Whew.
All right. Zimmy, you may make a defense check to avoid what might happen.
I rolled a 10. I don't know if I have any bonuses to that, but a flat 10 on the dice.
It's not looking good for the monkey.
That's fine.
The monkey is handed over, and the creature snaps its neck and throws it on the food pile, and looks lovingly at the horse.
The incredible horse.
The
Yes,
incredible horse,
The
and
horse
then
is
looks
just gonna
over at
start, like,
Torval.
Cantering
It
around
says-
the.
I can deal with the pony. You follow me. And he takes you over to the door that you just came through. And he cuts his hand and he places his hand on the door. And you kind of see the door just pulsate and absorb in his blood. And the door just swings open, allowing you to freely leave. And as you begin to step out, he turns towards the horse. Let's play.
Yeah, I'm gonna just. Sorry, incredible horse, but I have to. Orders, you understand? He's just gonna leave.
The incredible horse want to try to bolt through the door before it closes.
Yeah, we'll give that a shot.
Run over the creature.
Yes, we'll try to just trample the beastie. That'd be a critical fail on that natural one.
Yeah, you've sealed your fate. The door closes, and silence on the other side of the door. Torval, you're standing in the altar room that you were in when you first arrived, and you see the big gaping hole in the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb out.
You sure you don't want
Somehow.
to stay for dessert?
Pretty sure that I would like to leave and give the book back to Bellum.
Excellent. So we will end the scene with you crawling your way out, battered, bruised, covered in filth and smelling just wonderful.
Awesome.
Oh, well,
Wow.
that was Mörk Borg, or as Mörk Borg.
Mörk Borg.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I totally mispronounced that. Yeah, that's kind of gives you an idea what it's like. It is very metal, very post-apocalyptic, very dark fantasy. It is an amazing book, though, and you once you open it up, you will see all sorts of epic things.
It's wonderful. It's very beautifully done. The artwork is just gorgeous.
If you haven't checked out the session that I did earlier today with Johan and Peel, definitely check that out. We had a great half hour just where we talked about the game and how they came up with it and everything. So please check that out. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you enjoyed the session, please hit that like button down below. It kind of got crazy there towards the end. It felt very kind of Alien-esque, where like we were just kind of holding on to survive at the end and trying to just see who's going to make it to the end of the session. But I hope you all enjoyed the fact that it got a little silly with people playing monkeys and incredible horses there towards the end.
It's on my character sheet. That's all I'm saying.
That's right.
Horse.
That's right. If anybody would, Josh, if folks would like to see more Josh Melville, online, where should they go?
Go to check out my channel, Halloweenville, over on YouTube. Get a lot of stuff going on there. And once Vermont Gaming Academy gets back up and running their in-store events, we'll be running D&D again there.
All right. Fun. Very good. Katie, if folks want more Katie in their lives, where should they go?
Oh, God, I don't know. I just sell animals for death at this point. You can find me on the Twitters at Winchester Deva. I'm also part of Dice and Dames with Emily. But that is going to be changing soon, if I'm allowed to say that, Em. We are joining up with Level 1 Geek come November, so you'll find us at Dice and Dames now over on Facebook, but November we're switching to Twitch under Level 1 Geek.
Nice. So Emily, that's pretty much where folks can find more Emily if they want more monkey business in their lives.
Yeah, I'm also going to throw up my Twitter because it's a little hard for people to find. I'm at Anthroma Streams. I do content creation full time and I guest on shows all around the internet. So if you want me on your show, hit me up on Twitter.
Excellent. Ben, you are a co-host of the Chaotic Goodcast every Monday night at 9 on VCG. But where else can folks find you?
So people can follow my general geeky goodness on Twitter. I'm at Flop Cardboard, and I've just recently started a Twitch channel where I am playing Magic Arena 3 days a week and learning and experiencing the new digital world of Magic the Gathering. You can find me there. It's Higgins802.
Excellent. I'm going to remind folks, please, if you've enjoyed this session, please hit that subscribe button. That helps us out quite a bit. We really want to grow this platform and create more and more content for Free League Publishing. This is just the Free League Showcase has a whole other day tomorrow. We're going to start at 9 a.m. Eastern. So stay tuned for that. It's going to start out with a session of Coriolis from Sweden Rolls, and we've got an interview with Thomas Herenstam, and much more content headed your way. We even got Simon Stallenhag coming on to talk about things from the Flood and his new project, the Labyrinth, that's coming to Kickstarter here shortly as well. So you won't want to miss that. All right, that's going to do it for day 2 of Free League Showcase. Thank you, everyone that tuned in. Thank you to all the players that participated this day 2. We really appreciate it. We all know that we know that you all have lives and things going on. So anytime you donate your time, we really, really appreciate it. All right, be safe, be well, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 3 of Free League Showcase.